Instagram account now. All right, new video. We unboxed the Pentacarbon, Brocks Pentacarbon, and we installed it. Now, if you like, these are all new. My idea was just to film it, show you what it looked like, and then not talk at all, or maybe just give you my 2 cents. But my teenage daughter, who does all the editing and all the filming and pretty much everything, says, "That's not how you do YouTube, Dad." And I'm an old dinosaur, so we're gonna do it her way. Hey, it's a way for us to bond. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so now cut to some cool music scene with the Brocks Pentacarbon on my Kawasaki H2 SX, and go. What the hell was that? Sorry guys, I'm blessed to have a teenage daughter that can edit, cut, and just, you know, make the videos cool. If it was left to me, I would have shot the muffler on the bike and said, there it is, Brocks Pentacarbon. But apparently she says people don't like to watch that. So anyways, that gives us a chance to bond. A little bit about me. I love everything motorcycles. I love motorcycle gear. I also have a Kawasaki ZX14. This 6 months ago, my son got his first bike. He's 19. He got a Kawasaki 300 2020. And so just as time goes on, I'll just make videos showing like different aftermarket parts we put on, what we think about them, what they look like on the bike. I know before I buy a lot of things on my bike, I go to YouTube, try to find somebody that has something like that. And it's helped me a lot of times saying like, yeah, I do want that, I don't want that. And also how they perform. On my H2 SX, I also have a Brocks ECU. I'm gonna make a ECU flash. It also has the Sprint filter. I'm gonna make videos about how I feel about those and how they performed, and just overall just more positive information for somebody to use in the future. So without that, we'll take a look at the Pentacarbon. I'll tell you what I didn't like and something I didn't know about until I put it on. So we can go over here. And one thing I didn't know about with this muffler, so if you watched any of my previous videos, well, my only other video so far, the SP, the GPS 1, I liked it that it was snubbed off there. It was short. It only came off about 6-7 inches. The thing I didn't like, I love loud motorcycles, but it was really loud. Now, when I was gonna get the Pentacarbon, or when I got the Pentacarbon and I looked it up on Brocks, what I saw it was on a H2 SX SE. I mean, those between the SX, the differences between them, there are numerous differences, but as far as the body, they're the exact same. The engine, supercharged, all that, they're the exact same. But it showed it coming out underneath about the same distance, and so that's one of the reasons I was like, oh yeah, I love this part of the muffler, and I wanted it to be just coming out, you know, 6 inches, because I love the back wheel being exposed. So if you're going to get this setup, you have to understand that it will snub off like that. But what I learned after I bought this was only if it's a full exhaust. So if you got the full exhaust, a 4 into 1, then it would come snubbed off like that. If it's just the slip-on, it's going to come extended with a bracket, and then it's going to, you know, come out halfway. Now, when I first put it on, I love the muffler itself. I think it's gorgeous. When I first put it on, I think it's because I had it set in my head that it was going to be snubbed off and short. But after putting it on and looking at it with the entire bike, I'm actually really happy with it, and I'm glad I went with this setup. Pause. And if you didn't know, we were just interrupted by the mailman, so we can continue. All right. So that being said, this is considerably less louder, more quiet compared to the other, but it's also it's higher quality. There's no doubt about it. It's got packing and everything inside the exhaust, so it's still loud enough to me, and you know, and that's important. You want it to be loud enough people know you're coming, and they see you. So with all that being said, we could fire it up, let you hear it, and then right now where I live, it's about 50 degrees. I will do a video where I'm riding with it on so you can hear it, and then also maybe even flyby. But I'm old, and so at 50 degrees, with the even with the underlayers and stuff, I just don't really ride when it's you know, between 40 and 50. So we'll do that later though, for sure. So without further ado, let's fire it up, and you can hear it. And if you want to back up a little bit. So hopefully, if this is something you were looking for or something you're interested, you got something from it. If not, I don't really give a shit. I paid for it. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, my daughter says, oh, you gotta tell them, Dad, like, push like or push subscribe. Again, I really don't give a shit. You can push like, you can not push like. At the end of the day, I've taken so much from YouTube learning how to fix stuff, how to do stuff, what stuff looks like, that I'm just trying to put a little bit out there, because I really appreciate it when I come across it for other people. If you have any questions about it, put it in there. My daughter will tell me that somebody wrote something and you need to reply, and then I'll do it. Yeah, and hopefully you learned something from that, or you got something from it, or you're just, like I said, you're just bored wasting time laying in bed like I do when I watch YouTube. So with all that being said, till next time.